What's up, ranch hands? Welcome back to the channel. Yellowstone Season 5, episode number 12. We are coming down to the end of this show, and things got pretty insane this last episode.
Yes.
Sarah Atwood is dead. She was killed. She was shot. She started to panic because Kayce went to the autopsy person. I always forget what that doctor is called, but the person who filled out the report did the autopsy. Coroner? That makes sense.
We'll see.
Nikki with the big brain. I don't know the names. But Kayce went and had a conversation with this person and started pressing on the idea that John, he didn't do self-harm to himself. He was murdered, and that needs to be reviewed as like a murder investigation. And as they started looking at things, the coroner was starting to realize like, oh damn, there's spots there. There's something there that showed that there was a struggle there.
Bruises
There's some stuff
there.
on the feet that showed that there was someone dragging the body. So yeah, Kayce with the MVP performance there, realizing that, hey, my father would never do that. Anyone who knows John knows that he would never do that, especially under the circumstances of where the Yellowstone currently is. That fight wasn't over for him.
No.
Long ways over for him.
Yeah.
So there was no way that he was going to make that move. And now it hit the news. Sarah panicked. She made the phone call to the group that she originally made the hit with. That phone number is disconnected. I'm pretty sure that went somewhere and alerted someone like, hey, by the way, she tried calling again. We need to take her out. So the fact that this whole story hit the news and that there's an investigation that's been reopened, Sarah Atwood was a loose end that they couldn't keep alive.
I wonder if they're going to plant information that's like, she killed John and then, lead back to Jamie.
I mean, it opens up a lot of potential just because of the fact that Jamie was on the phone with her. Jamie didn't hang up the phone, so that conversation never officially ended. So he was on the phone with her while the hit happened, and I mean, he's gonna need to have some answers to those questions when they figure out, like, when they go through her phone and stuff.
I was gonna say, when they go through the phone records. Well, and I mean, he got off the phone and then called the police, but like, what do you say? I think the person I was on the phone with was just murdered.
Exactly. That whole situation.
I mean, you have to do something, because if you don't, then it looks even worse, right?
Right. She was at your place last, and there was a broken burner phone in your trash can, and there's probably some, like, isn't there always like lipstick left on a glass behind because they were having a drink?
Yeah, the burner phone in the trash, absolutely. Oh my God.
So there's so many things that this could lead to.
Everybody get your true crime hats on.
Exactly. I'm wondering if it just leads to a situation to where Jamie goes and sees Beth or goes and sees like Kayce, and that basically begins the end for him, because I mean, he was having a breakdown. He's obviously very panicky for obvious reasons. And if it somehow gets pinned on Jamie that he's responsible for the death of John Dutton,
that's gonna be wild.
It sets, like, my Dexter brain gets turned on right now to where it's like, I don't want Jamie to be apprehended by the official police. I want Rip and Beth and Kayce to handle this.
I want both.
I want it to be more like a Dexter spot where Jamie somehow wiggles through this and gets away with it, but then the folks who need to handle Jamie get to handle Jamie. That's where my brain goes. I want Beth and Rip. Rip's still not fully in the loop on this. I feel like we got to fully bring him in on this and give him all the information. Just like spill it all. The abortion situation when you were young, the relationship that you and Jamie have had over the years, this situation now being him responsible for killing John. I mean, just let Rip know all of it, and then the three of them could just handle it together.
They could let it rip.
Rip him apart. For sure. I mean, the way Kayce has been able to do this investigative work has been really awesome.
I do love
and
him.
Again, he's at a place now where you kill his dad, you're dead to Kayce at this point. The whole Jamie relationship that Jamie thought that they had in his brain is no longer there. There is no way. So I mean, that's obviously the biggest storyline right now, is what happens with Jamie based off of the new report of John's death becoming a homicide investigation. So many possibilities have opened up now, and I'm just very curious to see where it goes. And I hope it's not the case that Jamie gets arrested, because then he's protected and will have a much better death than he would if Rip and Kayce and Beth had anything to do with it. He deserves the Blood Eagle. That's what he deserves.
We went went there.
Yeah,
we went straight Viking.
He deserves that. That's where Jamie is at this point. But
oh my God.
I mean, it's been an emotional ride. The show, again, it's coming to an end. Beth had a really, really emotional conversation with Thomas about trying to save the land, and basically
there's just not a lot.
There's nothing left.
Options.
Yeah. Even Beth's like, I don't know what to do at this point. We could reach out to like this type of company to help save this place. But she's like, we've got front row seat to its destruction. And she was going into like a little bit of a guilt mode where she in the past had talked to John about like, do what you can to make what you can because it's going to be gone at some point. And Thomas, it feels like he's lost all his ability to have an influence on the situation because he looked like he was defeated. He looked really torn down.
Yeah,
he looked
upset. He's going through his own shit with like his position of power being essentially removed. So what are you going to do now? There's not like, he doesn't really have much to help with.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it just all goes back to this Jamie situation for me. The fact that we brought in a new governor, this dude seems a little hardcore. He definitely isn't on board with the same type of mindset that John had when he was in the chair. I don't know if many people would. But the person who was assisting Claire, was that her name? Mm-hmm. Assisting John, she can't work with this dude, so she's out and she's going to get on the staff with Linnell, which I think they make a really good combo. But just the fact that on the day that the report came out that John's death is now becoming a murder investigation, he's been completely absolved from anything John related. And I mean, I think that's another big red flag. So there's a lot of moving parts that need to play out. But again, it's all about Jamie and the John situation and where it goes from there. Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts? Let's go.
Ain't it strange how it's like different times in two places, but we're talking at the same time? Hell, it should take my voice an hour to get to you.
I'm gonna let you think that one through and never tell anyone you said it. That's how much I love you.
Aww.
How much you what?
I mean, as a person, as a friend, don't read too much into it.
Fuck you. You love me and you said it.
Aw, Tater!
Hey, you know what's going on? Ryan won't tell us nothing.
It's not really my place to say. But I'll say this, you have any big plans for the future, I'd start working on them.
I got big plans.
Tater!
I gotta go. I love you too.
Aww.
You love that lady. Don't even act like you don't.
What are you gonna do?
Do about what?
The ranch.
I don't know.
Oh, Lloyd.
Are you gonna stay on?
If Kayce's running it, Rip's running it, yeah. Some rich dude buys it just to play cowboy. Plenty of outfits still punching cows the old-fashioned way. Guess I go find one of them.
This feels sad.
I'm gonna put a contract on everything in Texas. It all gets sold.
Everything?
The whole damn herd.
Then all we've got's what's in the lower pasture along 89.
Any gelding that's over 6 years old gets sold too. We're gonna have a dispersal sale here next week if we can get our shit together in time.
This feels like a it's over type of situation. Like we're giving up.
We had a business?
Trying to save the business, Lloyd. Uncle Sam wants his pound of flesh, and we don't want to give it to him in land.
All right, so...
Okay. I felt bad for Lloyd. You're older. What the fuck you gonna do? Start over?
Exactly.
What's going on, brother?
So I'm guessing you haven't heard?
It's 106 here by noon, man. I'm on the first one by 2 a.m. We don't stop till sundown. If they dropped a bomb on New York City, I would not know about it.
Well, they didn't, but they just dropped one on us. John Dutton died.
Really? What happened?
Well, that's a story for another time. Listen, I need your help, brother.
Yeah, what can I do?
How fast can you move all of our horses? We got to free up some cash.
You guys rushed into buying these things, all right? Don't rush selling them. Let me do this the right way. I don't think your boy knows. You want me to hand him the phone?
I mean, to be honest with you, brother, I don't have the heart.
I'll take care of it.
I appreciate it.
Please be nice when you tell Jimmy.
Look, please don't fire me. Don't get me wrong, I'm sick of this shit. I hate your fucking guts, but you are one of the best at this. He's one of the best at this, he's one of the best at this, and I want to be one of the best at this.
Well, look at that. Finally growing some huevos. Good for you. I ain't gonna fire you, Jimmy, but I'm gonna send you home for the week. I'm gonna give you the week off.
Well, you give me the week off?
That's the good news. Bad news is why. John Dutton passed away.
Well, how?
I don't know. Does it matter? It don't make a difference now. I know y'all were close. I'm sorry. Take a week.
He was the only one that
Just take the week, Jimmy. Okay?
I'll take him, Danica.
What are you doing there, bud?
I'll take the weekend, but I'm not gonna take the week. He was a cowboy. So he wouldn't have wanted work missed because of him. Fuck, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I hate that old arena dust gets me too, you know. Best thing you can do, Jimmy's just outrun it.
This is so brutal. Seeing the impact that John's death is having on everyone. The crew in Texas still don't know, right?
I don't know.
I think that's what Kobe was trying to
get out. I mean,
it wasn't his to share. So I don't think they know.
Well, I think maybe Ryan knows.
But Jimmy finding out like that, Rip couldn't tell him because he didn't have the heart. That's tough.
Was she providing legal advice for the state?
No, a strictly personal relationship.
Wasn't in Montana conducting business?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Staying here with you?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we collect her things?
It's upstairs. I'll go get it.
Oh, that's okay. We can't have you touching it if you just tell us where it is.
Why would her clothing be relevant to her attack? The news said it was a carjacking. That's what the officers said.
Officers aren't detectives. It appears more like she was targeted.
To search this house, you're gonna have to have a warrant.
We don't need a warrant. You already gave us permission to enter the house.
I did not give you permission to search it, nor have you witnessed anything suspicious to give you the authority to suspend the requirement of a warrant.
Well, now we do.
Your behavior right now is suspicious.
I don't want you rummaging through my house. I am exercising my rights. Maybe you don't recall what I do for a living, but I am the fucking Attorney General of the state. And you're treating me like I'm a suspect.
No, I wasn't, but I will now.
Oh, shit.
Whoops.
All right, I'll go upstairs and I'll get it for you.
I think we're past that. We'll come back with a warrant. Warrant entails lights, sirens, news crews. You know the deal. Of course you do. You're the fucking Attorney General.
Nice one.
Ooh, shit.
Fuck that one up.
Because what do you have to...
Yeah, what is he hiding? What is it?
Didn't the people that killed John bug his house, and that's why they were finding, like, you know, them with their sex tapes and stuff? Uh-oh.
I just met with your brother. You know this Sarah Atwood?
I never met her, but I know of her.
You know what happened?
Carjacking, right?
No, man, she was targeted. Your brother is refusing to cooperate. Is the file in my left hand connected to the file in my right hand, Kayce?
Do I think my brother had anything to do with either file? I don't know. Do I think she had something to do with it? Yeah, I think she had everything to do with it. You know who she works for?
Law firm in New York.
Who's her client, Dylan?
You tell me.
The airport.
So the Attorney General was having a sexual relationship with outside counsel on a development project that your father shut down.
Yep.
You've had enough grenades go off in your world. If you need us to speed up or slow down over here, because when the lid comes off of this mess...
This mess has already hurt us as much as it can. You mash on the gas, my friend.
Your brother's in the blast radius.
He put himself there.
Oh, shit.
Damn!
Hey, you remember Grant Horton?
Special activities.
Yeah, he's over there.
Do you have an address? I go shake this fucker.
Yeah, I'll send it through. Hey, get a new phone and a new number. You throw this one in the fucking trash, all right?
Done.
Shit, dude, this is getting fucking heavy.
Oh, they got a firearm and everything.
I gotta show you something.
This is gonna send her over the top.
Oh my God.
She was the point of contact.
I fucking knew it.
The police are circling Jamie. This is all gonna come to a head real quick.
If they arrest Jamie, he will sing every secret our father ever had. He will ruin this family's name to save his own.
There's not much we can do. The whole world is watching.
There's not much you can do about it. best lies are 90% true, and I'm the best fucking liar. You leave Jamie to me.
I love this shit. This is fucking giving me anxiety like no other right now, though.
Yeah, you gotta do it the Dexter way.
Woo! Oh my god.
Keep him out of the hands of the authorities, because, I mean, Jamie knows everything.
Yeah.
About all of them.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't, like, Beth is smart. Like, I didn't even think of that. Like, Beth's smart like that, to where she's defensive. Like, why wouldn't he shit all over everyone to save himself?
Hi, beautiful.
I ought to let you stand there and die of thirst.
Scared.
Why is the music the way that it is right now?
I know, right?
Is this horse gonna attack him out of fear? Oh shit.
Carter! Carter! I need help! Carter!
Stay real still.
What the hell?
She's scared.
When I push him back, you crawl out as fast as you can. You ready?
Go!
Oh shit!
No! Oh! No!
Ethan, stay with the herd. Lori!
Holy shit!
It's my fault. He told me not to go in the stall alone, but he spilled his water. He started got me down.
Oh no!
Is he fucking dead?
Oh no! Tater!
This is my fault.
Holy shit. Fucking Colby, dude.
It ain't your fault. If it's anyone's fault, it's mine.
Oh shit.
I feel like all he has to do is make terrible phone calls.
Hey, yeah, they're loaded up. Trucks are pulling out right now. I should have the last one on the road in about an hour. Huh? Yes, sir, I'll tell her right now.
That was his boy, too.
That ring all right? Just lost my best friend, Jake.
Is everything okay?
Nothing's okay, Ethan. Not anymore. Give me a hand.
Dude, this show is fucking brutal.
Do they have to take him to the train station, or does he get to be married?
Peter, can I give you a hand?
I ain't forgot laid on the saddle fucking horse.
Feels like everything is falling apart.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Rip, say what happened?
A stud got Carter down. Kicked Colby when he went in to help. It was quick. Never saw it coming.
Well, that makes a difference.
Just saying he didn't suffer.
He's a cowboy. Suffering's the job. I just wish he would have suffered a little longer so I could say goodbye.
That's fucked.
We gonna bury him here? Sure, he'd like to be close to his family. Sure, they'd like to have him close so they could visit.
And then Grandpa.
Yeah, we'll bury him here.
Where?
Next to my mother.
That's where you want to be buried?
That's for you to decide.
Oh God, talking about that with your kid.
I just want to be close to you.
I'll be at home, unless this is our home.
No, here's not our home. Not anymore. Tell your mother I'll be up in a minute, okay?
Hey, I don't want to bury you anywhere.
I sure hope you do, son, because I couldn't survive the alternative. I can see it now. I know what to do.
Good.
I need your help.
You have it.
Comes with a risk.
All favors due, Kayce.
No rush to clear it out.
I spoke with his mother. She'd like his things. Wait, isn't that bad luck?
Well, it is until your luck runs out. Then it's the right spot. If you don't mind, maybe you could leave that. He's got a lady coming back. She's gonna need something to cling to.
I fell in love in this room. I got pregnant in this room. And then I told the love of my life that I never wanted to see him again. He was sat right where you are.
Why'd you do that?
I was ashamed and I was scared. You take these things out on the ones you love the most for some reason. You're blaming yourself, huh?
Who else is there to blame?
There's no one to blame at all.
I wasn't supposed to be in there by myself.
Well, that is your reason. Rip's reason will be that he should have sold that horse sooner, or he should have come back in. Lloyd is blaming himself for a reason that I can't think of, but the reality is, honey, Colby made a choice. He saw you in trouble, and he chose to help you. And I'm sure glad that he did. I'm grateful. And you should be too. Otherwise, he did it for nothing. So you can honor his sacrifice, or you can squander it, and that will be your fault. If I were you, I wouldn't want to wrestle with this by myself. I'd want to be with my family.
I don't got a family.
Sure you do.
Oh, Carter.
The show is just sad at every turn.
I want to light a fire.
It's too warm for a fire.
I know. I like looking at him.
Feels like he's gonna have a meltdown.
Now when you throw your whiskey glass in the fire, get a big fireball.
Why would I throw my glass in the fire, Beth?
Well, baby, you need to throw something. Hey, I'm not gonna watch you bottle this up all night. When I find myself in the position of therapist, his family's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
So what do you need? What do you need to not feel this pain or this guilt, whatever it is you're feeling?
All I ever need is time and you, Beth. You know, if I started feeling guilty for all the mistakes I've made, guilt is all I'd feel. Do I wish I would have gone myself? Hell yeah, I do, but damn it, I didn't. It's a dangerous job. One day it'll kill me too.
You care to explain this to me?
I do not. What I'm doing isn't best for the ranch. It's best for you, for us. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Promise?
I swear.
This is so insane.
I can see it now. I know what to do. Believe in me.
I've always believed in you, Kayce.
I love you.
Come back to us.
You have my word.
Shit. Is he gonna go try to, like, kill this guy? Is he gonna go try to, like,
I don't even know.
question this guy? Because I think that's the obvious plan, right? He's gonna go try to intercept this dude.
I don't even know. I can't think of anything right now. I'm thinking about other stuff.
Come on, Allie. Don't let him out.
Oh, he's
shit.
a fucking soccer dad. Damn it.
Sounds like he's a coach.
Good job. Way to go.
Oh, no.
Drive.
Holy shit.
You should be scared. You know what your daddy does for a living? Do you know who I am?
I do not.
Get so cocky in the private sector you forgot to build out immediate family on a target, Grant?
Oh, shit.
Listen, man, what we do, it is
I want you to listen. I don't want you to talk.
Holy shit.
You Not separation. You can't be connected. Great, you saved me the trouble. But if you try to hedge your bets by getting distance with my family, I will paint yours on the fucking wall. I should kill you in front of her for what you did to my father. But I'm gonna trade my family for yours. You think you can't be touched? Look how easy this was for me. I have 12 years in the teams. Think about how many friends I have. You don't want this fight. You can't win it.
We got enough separation. We don't need anything else.
Pull over.
Oh my God.
I have your DOD file. I know your address. I know where your parents live. I know where your wife works. I know everything. You touched me, but I can touch you whenever I want.
Wow.
It's bottled up. You and me were good.
We're so far from fucking good, you couldn't see it standing on your roof at 2713 West Elm.
Oh, fuck.
If I were you, I'd move, because I might wake up tomorrow and decide we don't have a deal. You got me?
No!
Where I come from, we call that counting coup. It means I took a piece of your soul, and I'm gonna keep it. And yeah, you should cry. Have fun
She's
explaining
just
this
a
to your
little
wife.
kid.
When I get out, you take off, you look back, I kill you both.
Wow.
How'd it go?
Oh my God, I love Mo.
I think he understands.
Did you count Coup?
I counted coup.
Then he understands.
Wow. See, I didn't think it was going to be with Mo. I thought it was going to be with his buddy.
I don't think I fully understand. What just happened? What? Well, I didn't hear a deal. He said he was going to sacrifice his family for dudes.
I think I almost want to watch that part of the episode again.
I'm not sure what that was. It was intense. It sounded like there was a deal made. I don't know what the deal was.
I'm almost thinking that,
Were they
like,
talking in code?
I don't know, but you back off. You don't anything, I guess. And you can save your family and have this not come. Just make sure that this doesn't come back to find you. Because they were talking about separation. Is there enough separation? Because Kayce wants Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume. So this guy better not come up with anything or do anything to Jamie. Because that's what he would do in order to prevent Jamie from saying
Like
anything.
what they did with Sarah.
Right. What they did with Sarah, because they don't want anything to come back on them from John, because Sarah was in relationship with Jamie, so they don't want it to circle back to the murderer.
So the deal was basically stay
Get the
away,
fuck away.
or I'm going to kill your family.
That's what I'm gathering.
That would make sense. I just didn't gather that in the conversation.
Right.
That was I felt like
they just kept talking about separation.
I felt like they were in some kind of code talk because of like
Right.
special forces stuff. So, because I mean, Kayce's like, I got friends, I got people who will cover this up for me and take care of this for me, and
Because they would have to go after Jamie.
right,
Because Jamie knows.
he's a loose end,
Right?
but I don't think he does. That's the thing.
But like, he doesn't know what company did it. He doesn't know who did it.
He doesn't have the contact info. He doesn't. I mean, the problem is that phone is in his trash can still. I don't know if Jamie's gonna be like, Jamie was smart to go shred documents, but I don't know if he's going to have the thought of like, shit, my trash.
Okay, but like, aren't those documents came from somewhere? You can just, isn't there a computer somewhere where those documents once existed? It's not like anybody's got a fucking typewriter.
I don't know, but I just go back to the whole my Dexter idea. I don't want the authorities to bring Jamie in. I want Kayce to get him, and I want Beth and Rip to get him, and that's... I mean, the only satisfying conclusion for Jamie's storyline for me is a full just lay it all out there, have the talk, be at the train station, and say goodbye. I think that's the only way that at this point I'd have a satisfying... If he just gets arrested and locked up and protected for the rest of his life...
Right.
That's not good enough for this show in this world under these circumstances.
The wheels are still turning in my head, so I'm still trying to come up with what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really emotional episode. That whole situation with Kobe, like, dude,
Poor Tater.
that sucked so much.
Poor Carter.
And I mean, Carter, I feel so bad for him because he, like, just the fact that he's like, I don't have a family. I'm like, by this point, if he still feels that way, then that's sad. And that's really unfortunate.
Like,
and
not
it's
allowed
like,
to call her mom.
Yeah. And just the idea that that horse knocked over the water, and it's like, are you going to leave the horse without water? No, you're probably going to fill, even if it's an asshole horse that's misbehaving. It's like the horse is locked up and it's a wild animal and doesn't want to be there anymore. I don't know what else you're supposed to do in that situation, but it's like, yeah.
Set it free, but then you lose the money that you spent on purchasing the horse, but also the ranch is having issues and you need the money, but now you lost the money anyways. You just should have set that horse free.
I mean, Carter's a good kid, so he was obviously going to do the right thing and fill up that horse's water bucket. Yeah. But, I mean, that is such a brutal situation, and to see Kobe go out that way, like, that
Kobe kicked so hard that he died.
I mean, those horses are fucking strong.
Yeah, look at those legs.
I mean, that is... Like, when this show hits you with loss, they don't hold back. They keep it coming, and they keep building on it.
Yeah.
And the emotion just continues to climb, because it's like we're at the point where shit, like everyone still doesn't know about John, and the conversation that they ended up having with Jimmy is like, oh shit, Jimmy doesn't know, and. I mean, that is just seeing Jimmy's response was friggin' soul crushing. Cause it's like, obviously, Travis is not a very soft dude.
That was pretty soft.
He did a pretty good job in that moment for sure.
Yeah.
But like, dude's hardcore. And for him to be the one to like give Jimmy that information and to tell him that,
I appreciate
it's a
that.
tough spot.
Yeah. But I appreciate the way you told him.
But Jimmy's like, he's the only one, he was gonna say he's the only one who like believed in me. Kind of thing, I feel like, even though there are others, because obviously Lloyd loves him and Rip obviously has built up a love for him, and I mean the whole bunkhouse loves Jimmy, but it's just one of those things where he was there as a favor to his father or his grandfather who had the relationship with John, and like the stuff that he and John went through. I mean, the roller coaster ride. I mean, where would Jimmy be right now if it wasn't for John and being able to help support him? And like, especially after his first time getting injured and like John taking care of that and the promises they made. And I mean,
and
again,
then releasing him of said promise so that he could go live his life and be in love and have a job and provide for himself.
If Jimmy never ended up at the Yellowstone, he probably would be in jail or dead somewhere working in that mess.
That's where drugs will take you, jail or death.
So tough. And I mean, I feel like, and I want your opinion on this too, I feel like I've kind of moved past my negativity with how they handled John's death in the first episode. I would want for better. Obviously, real life scenario, story in the show scenario, I want all of it to be better. But again, this show has done such an amazing job with building its characters, building its world, that losing John just pissed me off in the way that it had to happen because of the real life situation. But them doing like the flashback of like the previous episode where they showed us how it happened, that kind of like shifted me a little bit. I mean, I'm still mad. Like, it still pisses me off. And I still feel like
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I still feel like it's had a major impact on the show.
But the way that they're rewriting the story is amazing.
I feel like it's done a good job of recovering from that spot because of, again, everyone else that the show was built up for these 5 seasons. The show no show is ever a singular character if done well, and that's no different for this show. The characters, the story, the world that we're in, it's all bigger than John Dutton. John was just like the core of all of it. Do you feel like you've recovered from that episode of finding out that shock of the off-camera death?
Not fully. I'm gonna wait to see how the rest of this plays out.
2 episodes.
Don't fucking say that.
2 more episodes.
I don't ever want it to stop. I just feel bad that Colby had to die off.
I know.
That's fucked. And
That's
then
so
Teeter.
brutal.
What's gonna happen to Teeter?
I mean, on a bright side, they said "I love you" to each other in their last conversation. So at least their last interaction was a positive one, not a negative one.
Yeah.
So
gonna beat herself up about that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what Beth was talking about, like, he died to save you. Don't throw it away.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
And I really love Carter as a character. He's so good. That kid is just adorable.
He's come a long way.
Honestly.
For sure.
God damn, he's shooted up like a weed.
Oh, yeah. So like I said, 2 episodes left. I think the show's done a good enough job. Again, there's always going to be that like asterisk, like killed the main character off camera the way that it happened because of like personal relationship stuff outside of the show. But I think they've done a good enough job. Good enough. I mean, we're at good enough. A good enough job. I mean, this show deserved so much better because this was climbing up the ranks of like some of our favorite stuff that we've ever watched.
I still really love it. Don't get me wrong.
And I mean, the emotion is like no other.
Where would I be? Like, I wouldn't have known Beth or Rip.
Yeah. Two of the best characters ever.
It's the greatest love story.
I mean, it's just one of those things where I think the Jamie storyline has been so powerful and so big. And now that Kayce's involved, and obviously Beth is like, leave him to me kind of thing. And I mean, I'm happy the detectives treated Jamie the way that they did at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the way he was pumping up his chest and be like, I'm not a and the detectives are like, I don't give a fuck. But now you're a suspect. Your behavior is acting kind of weird now. So now you are putting some red flags in our brain. So yeah, we're going to come back with a warrant. And that means that there's going to be news trucks and sirens. And it's going to be a circus now. So the fact that Jamie was obviously hiding something to create a little bit of a situation for him, which unfortunately I think is going to protect him from the Kayce Beth situation.
I don't know though. I don't know. Because Kayce knows that the detective knows.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I don't know if, if something's going to happen yet. He knows that the detective is looking into it.
Yeah.
And he said, pedal to the metal. Or what did he say?
Yeah.
Put
Basically, don't back
I don't
off.
know.
Keep going hard.
Go faster.
Yeah. He basically said, just keep the pressure on him as much as you possibly can. Don't back off. Yeah. So, I mean, I think these last 2 episodes are going to be nuts. I think they're going to be absolutely insane. I think the emotion is going to continue to rise. Are we going to get a John funeral before the end?
I don't even know if that's going to matter at this point.
Because, I mean, Beth mentioned it, I think, last episode. And then they were visiting, like, the Dutton gravesite. And, I mean, Kayce and Tate had the conversation. So I'm wondering if we're going to get, like, an official send-off for John Dutton. Or if it's, like, Taylor Sheridan's way of being like, nah, you're not getting an official burial moment in the show just because I'm going to be whatever about it. But I hope we get to that point, and I hope it isn't that serious. But yeah, I was just thinking about it because they talked about it 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we're going to get like an official like ceremony for John Dutton.
Yeah, I don't know how long the coroner keeps the body.
Yeah, especially now that it's under
investigation.
Yeah, especially now that it's under investigation for homicide. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like the last 2 episodes are going to be insane.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
Nope.
All right, y'all. You guys share all your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.